Hi everybody, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about how you can propagate this wonderful Thanksgiving cactus. Super easy to do, and my sister and Amy are going to show you how, step by step. So Amy, are you ready to dig in?
Sure am.
Let's grow. To kick things off in today's quick tips, let me first tell you about this wonderful plant. She goes by the botanical name Schlumbergera truncata, and the truncata is actually because of these truncated segments that this wonderful houseplant has. And we have done videos on our channel, so you can always look to that to see how you can take care of her. But today we're going to be just basically showing you how you can propagate her. And she is a lovely, lovely Thanksgiving cactus. Just adore her.
Yes. And typically the Thanksgiving cactus blooms around Thanksgiving.
But
we have a late bloomer this year.
We sure do.
And I think we should call her Shirley.
Shirley, you must be kidding.
I am not kidding. And stop calling me Shirley. Yeah.
She's Shirley. That's a wonderful name, by the way. So Shirley has gone through her blooming cycle. As you can see, she's on the tail end. You guys, she was spectacular. And she started after Thanksgiving for us this year. And what is amazing is that she is like just starting to slow down her blooming, but it was so beautiful. And I wanted to do another video, but we've already done a video for you. But if you guys like us to show you when our plants are going through these cycles, just let us know in the comments below and we'll be happy to do a video for you. But what I want to touch base on is that the plant is so easy to take care of. And some folks will say you need to put her in a dark place during the fall, late fall, so that she can really punch out those blooms. We didn't do that with ours this year. Maybe that's why she bloomed a little bit later, but she's been a profuse bloomer. And when you're going to do the propagation, you do want to wait till when she's just going to this point a little bit further, when she's pretty much finished all of her flowering. But she's already done that in many parts of the plant, so we're going to be using those parts of the plant to propagate her. But before we do that, we got to go over the materials list.
That's right.
We do.
And so we're going to start with the potting mix.
And that potting mix that we like is like a seed starter mix. Miracle Grow makes a great one, and we like it in this ratio for our Thanksgiving cactus propagation. 6 parts seed starter mix and then 4 parts perlite. We like the chunky perlite. You can get some regular perlite that has a little smaller grains, but these guys here are pretty chunky. And I like that because we like that because it helps allow a lot of airflow. And so we prepared that soil mix already, but we also need some other things, Amy. What are those?
Well, pruning shears and alcohol.
To sterilize your hands.
Correct. And in this case, we have 3 pots for the propagation, but again, it all depends on how many propagation stems you're going to use.
Say you have a smaller plant and Amy has a beautiful one here. This is an orange one. And she's finished her. Well, we could propagate her today maybe too. Ooh, bonus. So we may be propagating her as well. Oh, just thought about that. Yeah, we'll do that. And so on a smaller plant, you don't want to hack your plant back too much. But you can, depending on what you have, if you have a smaller plant, you may only be able to get 2 or 3 cuttings. We have a big mama here, Shirley, and Shirley's going to have, what are you going to name this one? This is the orange one. Remember, it's just finished flowering.
Peach.
Peach. She's such a peach. That's a brilliant name. You're so good at this.
Okay, and
wait,
back
we didn't finish. Sorry, everybody. Digressing, we didn't finish all the materials. Don't worry, we're going to have it all written out here on the screen for you and later in the video.
Yes.
Amy, please go ahead. I'm so sorry.
And no problem. We have water, of course. And then we have stakes, which is optional in case they need to be propped up a little bit. And again, optional. We use paper clips as like a little staple, again, to hold them in place.
Yeah, we'll show you that.
And then we also included some Bigfoot mycorrhizal, which helps the roots to
uptake
adhere.
Nutrients better. Yeah, they're super beneficial for plants in general. We put that in most of our plant care notes in our videos, so it's better. And you can use other brands. We like Bigfoot, but the main takeaway we want you to know about is to have a plant that's healthy. You want to also find healthy stem segments of your Thanksgiving cactus. And this will work for the Easter cactus and the Christmas cactus as well. But this is the most prevalent cactus you'll typically see at the big box retailers and nurseries for sale. So when you're going to go about the process, you want to go through post blooming if you can, but we couldn't help but share this with her. And she is quasi post blooming, and we're going to start with this segment here that we want to cut a piece of the segmented stem off. And when we mentioned you want to spray alcohol with your hands and also your cutting shears, so you don't move any pathogens into the plant, super important. And it's real simple. All you have to do is, we like to go with like 3 or 4 segments, not just like the top one. It will still root typically, but we like to go down 3 or 4 segments. Here I'm going to go down here and I'm just going to trim, and we'll bring you up close and show you an example of how this is done. And it's like, bam, that easy. Now this will be one we'll set aside, and we'll show you that process of planting in a second, but I'm gonna rotate around and look for some more opportunities. Do you see some, Amy?
What about this guy? No?
That one is still not as plump. I like to get the plump ones that are, when they go through blooming, what we have noticed, some segments will get a little thinned out as they push all that energy to the blooming. So I usually like to go to the plumper ones that are already finished, which is kind of why we're promoting those. This is a good segment here, you guys. So I'm going to do this clip here. There's another one, and having some more over here.
Do you want to do one from Peach?
Yes, I do want to do one from Peach. Let me get another one from Mama here. This one actually, this is so chunky. I'm going back to this one. We just took a piece. I'm going to get some more from her. She is ready to, she's just saying, I'm ready to go, you guys.
Take me.
Yeah, she's ready. 1, 2, 3.
Pick
we
me,
have
pick
some
me.
here. And then we're going to go to Peach. If you could hold Peach for me, Amy. I'm going to spray it with alcohol again, because this is where you typically don't want to spread pathogens from one plant to another. And I'm going to grab this little chunky piece here. Ooh, I'm going to actually go here with this one. And now we have Peach. I'm going to separate her so we know that that's a different one. Oh, this is royal flower. Oh, maybe 2 peaches, Amy. Look at this segment here, you guys. We're going to grab this one too. Actually, we should probably save this and bring them up close so they can see what we're doing. We'll do this one. We're going to do this one a little bit later so you guys can see that up close. But for now that we've done that, we're going to go to the process of we're going to show you some that have already had rooted. And you can do this 2 ways. You can root in water, and Amy, can you show them that cute little watering station? Isn't that adorable? So cute. And you can simply take the cutting, place her in the water, and in a month or so she'll root. She has some roots here already. This little guy here. We've had some others, and I've also have some that I've rooted. Look at that. In soil. And you can do it that way. You don't even necessarily need to root them in water. So it's very easy to root the Thanksgiving cactus in soil as well as water. You just give them a little bit of time, and off to the races they go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring you up close so you can see the process easier, and then we'll come back and after we do that, we're going to show you all these written instructions so you can get a whole step-by-step process, and you can just take a screenshot of that and have it for your needs. All right, so let's go on to that step. Okay, thank you, Amy, for doing that. Now we're ready to do the propagation, and we're going to start with the rooted cuttings first, but I want to show Amy something really cool. When we got her this trowel, we got like a little secret agent piece to it. Did you see that, Amy? This is for seed starting, so you can actually, or for small plants, so you can use this or the trowel. And if you have a small plant, you can use toothpicks, or you can use a plastic spoon or something like that to open the hole. Well, I just wanted to show you that I did that just for you. I kept this as a surprise.
A little surprise.
So if you want to use, would you like to do the honors and see if you can open up an opening for the plant.
How many are we putting in?
We're going to
here?
put two in. We're going to put two in this one of the rooted cuttings first. We're going to do one like that. I'm going to tip this a little bit towards the camera. There you
That's
go.
that.
And then one just right there. Bingo. And then what we want to do is take our rooted cutting. Actually, if you can make that one a little bit bigger and wiggle it. There we go. And we'll just drop her roots in. Maybe guide those roots down. There we go. And we're going to go put her down about 1/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to use my finger now to kind of tighten her in that little pocket. Oh, that's perfect. And now this one, if you can make her much wider, because this one here is a big girl over here. And this is where we're going to talk to you a little bit about the staple if you want. Sometimes with your plant, and depending on how large it is, this young lady had started to flop over a lot, so I pushed her down into the mama and I put her into the soil, and she literally rooted that way. So she's literally wants to grow this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to put her in. We're going to drop that big root mass, and the other roots are right there on the edge, and we're going to back some of that soil over her. And if you could grab that staple, Amy, that we made, and this may or may not be your case, but we want to share that with you. And if you could just go over here and here, you want to push her down gently, but not just enough to guide her and keep her in place, because when you water her over time, sometimes these can flop, and this will help keep her rooted. And you could take the aluminum paperclip stake out after a little while. Once she starts growing in a couple of months, when she's got a lot more growth, she'll be fully rooted. So we like to do that so she doesn't flop around. When they're going straight in like this, they tend to do very well. And that's it, you guys. Easy peasy. Now we're going to rotate. Look at this, fancy. And we're going to do these others, the same process, just rinse and repeat. And then we're going to come over and do peach. We're going to do 2 for peach as our last one of the series. Yep, perfect. There we go. And you guys, really easy to do this. You can also, by the way, let these callus over. A lot of folks say let them callus over for a day to a week. We have not found that you need to do that with ours. You can just basically put her right in soil or in water if you like to. And I like doing the water ones sometimes because it's so cute to see the roots grow. She's gonna be so happy. And then maybe next year, Shirley's gonna be giving us Thanksgiving flowers at Thanksgiving. We'll see, but this year she was definitely a late bloomer. Okay, let go of the stem, the segment, the leaves.
And eventually you could use these as little Thanksgiving gifts.
Thanksgiving gifts, why not? Because now we're going into the growing season, and this is, the ideal time to do that process. But let's finish with peach, because peach is a peach for sure. And it's such a cool plant. Those segmented leaves. Right there. Again, you can go down depending. Now this one, we may need the stake. She's a tall. So we could break that in half if you want, because it's a pretty long bamboo skewer. There we go. And then you can just put it behind her to guide her so she doesn't fall over when we water her. Yeah, that's all we need. We don't even need to tie her up. And then one more for this little segment. And there you have it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So the other ones here, we're just going to wait for these to root a little bit more. We have some that have she's already got some roots going on, and we'll be doing those later, but 2 processes are basically what we just showed you or mentioned, and the install process is the same for both. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you this all written out, so you can have that as a screenshot, and then we'll just come back and do a quick closing.
Well, I hope you found this quick tip on the Thanksgiving cactus and the propagation, how easy it is, that it was very helpful, and that you try it at home. And please, if you do, send us pictures, send us comments, let us know how it goes. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, we love sharing and seeing what you all have done with yours. And thank you all so much for who have commented and offered their advice. We've been getting some on the African violets, and some people have been sharing what they have found. And sometimes it's a little different than what we recommend, and that's okay, because there's so much to learn from each other. You know, I have my experience, Amy has hers, and the wealth of information you all have. We really appreciate you sharing that with us. So again, if you would like to like and subscribe, we would appreciate that.
Don't forget to check out our merchandise.
We have our merch store open, so that helps support the channel too, if you'd like. And we're going to be putting more of these up to the merch channel. We'd like to know if you like a certain plant that we could show on the merch channel for Let's Grow. Let us know that too. We'd like to.
Exactly.
We're here
what
for
are you looking to learn about?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so until the next video.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And tell your friends and family. We post videos weekly. Thanks.